Good morning, friends. Welcome if you are new or welcome back. This morning, I'm going to plan in my Sterling ink. I thought I'd switch it up this Monday. Since this is my everyday carry, I figured we could do a little planning. I don't have anything really going on this week, but I figured we could get it set up and ready to go for the week. I have some Simply Gilded purple, I think this is like 2mm washi, and then I have the Rongrong kit for May here. I have started to dismantle it because I put it in reusable sticker books, so it's easier to pick from. I have not taken it off the PET tape. The only thing I have done is taken and I give my mom a strip of from start to end of each one of my, sorry, my dog's scratching, of my PET tapes because she absolutely loves them. And why not? There's like 3 or 4 sets. I'll never use all of those, but this is what I do. Like I dismantle, I take all of the stickers and I put them in here, and it's so much easier to pick from that than to have all these loose sheets for me anyways. So I'm in the process of doing that. I do have some left to do. So I don't use the dates. I could use the dates here because I don't use them in the month part of this, but we could use the dates here. They would fit. Let's do that. I think my one's already in here. It is. We could use this pretty pink set because we're going to be putting a lot of purple in here, so we might want to use that pretty pink. Okay, so let's just stick that stuff. Actually, let's do it like this. Put it right there. And we'll get this. Yeah, I really don't have much going on this week. I have a nail appointment on Wednesday, and then I have my niece's 18th birthday on Tuesday. And where's my tweezers? Okay, right here. Behave yourself. My scissors wanted to jump out. So I made a new flavor of coffee this morning. It's from Bones Coffee, and it's called S'more Time. Oh my God, it is delicious. I love trying new coffee. I bought like their sampler pack, and you get to choose 5 different flavors. And if you do the ground, I don't know if they do K-cups, but we have a regular coffee pot because we drink a lot of coffee, and those K-cups, we go through them like crazy. So actually I want to do it this way. So we decided to get a regular coffee pot, and if you buy the ground ones in the sampler pack, you can get enough for 2 pots of coffee in the sampler pack. And they have so many different flavors of coffee. They had a Christmas sampler too, and I have not gone through all that sampler yet because sometimes I just want regular flavored coffee. But I did give my daughter some to try. I don't think my son drinks coffee like that. Every now and then I see him with a coffee cup in his hand, but I don't think it's coffee. I think it's like hot chocolate or something. I don't know if he's my child. Because like coffee is like the best thing in the morning. Even in the afternoon sometimes, like I could go for a good cup of coffee. And I absolutely love a good iced latte. That's what I get when I go to Dunkin'. Sometimes when I go to Starbucks, if I go to Starbucks, because sometimes Starbucks is a little expensive. But, I mean, Dunkin' can get a little expensive too, depending on how many times you go there a week and what you get. But, when I go, because we don't have a Starbucks that close to us. It's about an hour from my house. It's in the Watertown, which is the closest bigger city to us. So we have Dunkin', which I am okay with because I love their iced lattes. And then I just did that backwards. That's not how I wanted that. I like my bows to be facing inward. But yeah, so this one is S'more Time, and it is delicious. And they just came out with a new box set for the new Star Wars movie was released this week. So I want to get that and try it. Sounds good. I can't remember the name of the coffees that they came out with, but I do have it in my cart and ready to purchase. Just gotta make sure my husband wants to try it because I can't drink all the coffee alone. But we did one for, they had one for like it's called Fallout. I think it's like a video game. And we got that box set. We have not tried it yet because we have so much coffee to be trying. Because I'm on this kick of trying new coffee. And oh my God, Brandy, get your life together this morning. All right. We got plenty. We're not dealing with that. I just can't. We gotta do it like this. Too early to be dealing with crap like that. I was not about fighting that this morning. All right. That's better. I broke a nail off yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? It was Saturday. I finally put my last 2 carts together, trying to get this room organized. And I finally got my last cubicle, it's the 8 cubicle shelf thingy-mabobby. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, I got that cleared off last night. I just got to take all my cups off the top of it. Because like some of the Stanleys that, like I got the Barbie one and I never used it. I kept it in the box because, I don't know, I like Barbie and it's cute and I didn't want to use it. So I kept that in the box and that's sitting up there on the top. And then I have some of my like mugs that I got from when we were traveling. Because I don't use my mugs that I buy when we travel. And I got to just get that all cleaned off. And I'll probably get that done tonight. And then my husband can take it down for me because I have it sitting on top of a 16 cube that I'm going to keep because I have like cardstock and stuff like that from when I was scrapbooking. So I kept all the cardstock. Okay. There, that's good. I know I didn't do it down here, but that's okay. I don't mind. And let's do the pink. You know what? I have not filled in my May for last week. So let's put these numbers there so we get all of May. It is going to cover up the day of the week, but that's okay. I'm not worried. Well, actually not. We'll do it this way. Just put it up a little bit further onto that line. Cool. That works. Perfect. And then I'm going to just take my little post-it notes that I have and finish filling that in at work today. Because Mondays suck. Because I get like one day off. I feel like there's just not enough time on Sundays. I did try to take a nap and it didn't work yesterday. But I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Saturday into Sunday because, you know, insomnia sucks. And then yesterday we went to Lowe's and got some soil so that we could plant the wildflowers in a bed. And my husband built a raised flower bed. Well, it's not a raised flower bed, but it's like an area that we can contain them in so he doesn't mow them down. And we might do another one. So we had to go get soil for that at Lowe's. And we ended up buying a rhododendron. Probably saying it wrong. Rhododendron, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. And then we ended up buying another lavender plant. So we have 4 of those. And we planted those over by the garden. And I'm just going to set that up there for right now. And then I'm going to go, oh, there's the top to the other pen. I just had to pull that little wax ball off the top of all my pens because I've never used these ones yet. So we planted those over by the garden in a bed. This little thing's going to annoy the crap out of me. It's good to have it there, but it doesn't sit very well. It likes to pull out when I'm not holding it down. This is where I'm going to write my work week. I was going to go to Goodwill and drop some stuff off on Wednesday, which is out in Watertown, about an hour from us, because we don't really have any thrift stores in this area. I mean, we might in Canton, but I don't know where that would be. So, I was going to do that on Wednesday, but I think I'm going to wait till next Wednesday because me and my husband didn't get a chance to go up into the garage to see if there's anything that we need to send to Goodwill or if we want to do like a garage sale, which we just don't really have the time because I work every Saturday. And I don't want him to have to run a garage sale. He's just too busy. He's always taking care of the yard. He's always doing something. If something needs to be fixed in the house or remodeled, he's always doing something for us. So I didn't want to have to. And plus we're out in the middle of like nowhere. So I don't know. I'd rather just not have to deal with the hassle of selling stuff and dealing with that. So I think we will. I mean, my sister's going to be having one and she lives right in town. Maybe I can bring some stuff over there of like things that I know I could make money off from or get money for. I could do that. All right. Is this ink not drying on here? It's not. Let me see. Because I don't want to smear it. Normally the ink dries right up. Let's put that pen back and grab the one pen that I know does work in here. Okay, so Monday we work 9 to 5, 9 to 5 Tuesday, off Wednesday, 9 to 5 Thursday. Okay, so we have a few different colored pens that I chose for this week. And I think like only one of them is going to be like my, kind of like my highlighter pen, if you will. Still got some of that wax on this one. There we go. Whoop. Now I'm throwing things around. Let's see, do these pens dry quick? Sleep. Because I always track my sleep in this one. I don't know. Do I track it in the other one? Can't remember. Maybe. Yeah, I always track my sleep and my pain in this one because this one does go in my bag. And that way, if I need to talk to... Oh, these pens do dry pretty quick on this paper. Sweet. I should try out my fountain pens on this. Because my fountain pens, my husband and Chuck Girl doesn't really like my fountain pens. It doesn't like dry into it. It kind of just like sits on top of it. I don't know if it's because it's like a, it's kind of got like a filmy, not, it doesn't feel filmy, but it's got like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not like a wax paper, but it's got like a type of film almost where your ink kind of sits on top of it. So you're going to have like a certain pen, ink, gel pen or something like that. So we got sleep and then we got the pain. And this way, because I do have a follow-up. I think it's like my 3-month follow-up, 3 or 6-month follow-up. Maybe my 6-month follow-up. See, this is still like getting on me. So now we know not to use that pen. And I actually have black pens of these. I love the Energel pens. They are very smooth writers. But yeah, I have a 6-month follow-up from my back surgery coming up in June. And I'm actually trying to get a hold of them. I tried all day on Friday. I was sitting on hold for like 10-15 minutes every time, and it was irritating the crap out of me. So that did not last. And I did not get through to them. And today's probably going to be kind of the same because of Mondays. And instead of writing my weight in on Monday, I'm just going to write it right up here because I only weigh myself once a week. And I've kind of, even though I started the 7.2, I still kind of have like the food noise. And I mean, this is only the second shot that I have done of it. So I know it takes a little bit of time for it to work through your body and things like that. But that's okay. So we're working on it. And we're kind of just staying at the 144. And we fluctuate a couple ounces here and there. And I'm fine with that. Whatever. But, so what else do we got going on? We have, on Tuesday, we got my niece's birthday. Let's do it in this color. Oh, there's still some of that wax stuff on there. Yeah, that would have annoyed me. So we're going to write, where do we want to write it? Actually, you know what? Let's use a little, it might be a little too big. Let me see. What do we got? Do we have any of these other smaller ones? We do. Let's go with this one for her birthday. That's going to be too big. Yeah, that's way too big for that little area. I think we'll just write it in. I'm going to have to look and see if I can find some little stickers for the Sterling ink. I think we'll just do it right over here. And then I'll kind of just draw a little there. And then down here, we'll just write Cinco de Mayo. Make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay, and then we'll use this one for the appointment. We'll write that over here. And then for, oh, did I grab a green pen for payday? I kind of did, oh, I did, but not in the Pentel. I hope this one is a petting gear from Price Chopper, Walmart. Let's see. Oh, this pen's a little juicy. Looks like it dries all right. Okay. What else do we have? Nothing. We got nothing, friends. Nothing. This week is looking like a good week to be getting caught up on some journaling and some sisterhood journaling. I have 2 journals. One's got to go out by the 15th, and then the other one's got to go out by the 3rd of June. My last one had 2 journals in it that came from group 2. Yeah. I don't know why there was 2 in it, but it came with 2. And so I know I need to do that. So let's do a little to-do over here. I usually do like a this week's happenings, but let's go in with, do I have it right here? We're going to use this one for this week's happenings. Line it right up over here. And then get this Pilot Juicy. Those pens work great on this paper as well. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. 1 second. Okay, this week's happenings. And then I was just looking at these little dots that I have over here. And I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I can use them and make them look like a little balloon, or if they'll be too big looking. Yeah, they'll look like they'll be too big. Okay, so that'll be my this week's happenings, and then I want to do a little to do because yesterday I had said that I made whipped honey. Let's do it over here. So now I have to make up some labels. That's going to go on crooked. Don't tear my paper. Thank you. So let's get that on straight. Perfect. Okay. And then I want my little decor ones. I was doing this at work, so I kind of just kept these sheets that I'd gone through. Okay, so let's see what we got for decor. I love lavender. It smells so good. So pretty. I think we might use some of that. I found this lavender farm over in, it's a little bit past Cornwall in Canada. So we are definitely going to take a trip over there. I told my sister about it for my niece's senior picture. My other niece is going to be a senior this year. I know, crazy. I need to stop growing. I don't like it. Like, my babies are already adults. Why can't these kids just stay kids? I don't like it. Okay, so let's take these ones, and then we also have our PET tape. So I think the PET tape ones are a little bit smaller than the ones from the kit. You just hang out right there for a second. Yes, they are a little bit smaller, I think. All right, let me see here. I kind of like her sitting in that chair. Let's grab her. Oh, look, they have lavender honey. That's what I want to do. I want to infuse our honey with lavender. I don't know if we'll have enough to do that this year. I also bought some lavender seeds. And I got to get those going in some pots. So that, let's go with the, oh, here we go. Ground yourself in the beauty around you. See, that's a little bit smaller like that. And I think I'm going to put that right there. And then we have a small piece of lavender right here. And you stop. We'll do this. Cute. All right, so I don't want to take up all of the room, but the stickers are just too cute. Let me see. Maybe I can write small this week. Let's put this one up here. And then maybe we can find some small stuff. It's so weird not having a nail on that finger or on my thumb. Let's put this guy, I'm going to put him right down here. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Look at that. Cute. And then we have some cute little butterflies. Come on. Work with me. It is too early to be fighting with me. Okay. And then we'll put you right there. We have this little small vase of lavender. So because we are not going to Vegas at the end of the month, I am still taking my my vacation. I think we're going to go to the lavender farm then. We're going to put this one right there and then find some right here. Let's go with this. So I'm still going to take my vacation, and maybe we can go to the lavender farm and just have like a day over in Cornwall or up in Ottawa. Let's put this right here. So it kind of like sits on May. It's going to cover the 5, but that's okay. That looks cute. And find some little guys for over here. I think we'll go with this one. Actually, you know what? Let's put this little honeybees. Like she's looking at that little, come on, little patch of lavender down here. Perfect. Okay. So I don't want to do too much decorating before I take up all my space, because I think I'll do that. Maybe I can put a few more butterflies on here and a cup of tea. I'll take this cup of tea and then these butterflies and put them on there. But yeah, so maybe we'll like hang out up in Ottawa or Cornwall or something like that. But I definitely want to go to that lavender farm and check it out, see what they have. I did check them out online, so I know that they have like a little store, and they have a lot of stuff for sale in that store for like lavender infused items. And I know they have syrup that's infused with lavender. Let's do the little tea here. Kind of blends in a bit, but that's okay. Let's do this little guy. And then we're going to go with this like pinkish purple one. And we're going to put that one right there. Okay, so I have to do, actually I think we got some to-dos over here, right here. I think we'll go with Should we go? Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to cut this down. Let's go with this light purple, bluish color one. And I know I'm going to have to cut it down kind of long for where I'm going to be putting it. Try and go as straight as possible. And we'll put this right here. Okay. And you know what? We can use these little dots. What did I do with all the other little dots? Are they still on the pages? Oh, they are right there. Okay. Just checking. So let's go with these light purple ones. We're going to do light purple and let's just do dark purple. Then that's the bottom. I don't need that one. There. Okay. So I know that I want to write this in, let's write that in this color. I like this color, it's pretty. Label. And then I need to make honey butter. And then I'll need to make my hair. I'm telling you, I'm shedding bad this morning. And then I definitely need to put my laundry away. I'm getting to the point where I'm annoyed looking for my socks. Oh, go through garage. Okay, so that is that for this week in my Sterling Ink. I will kind of show you how it turns out next week once I come back in to plan for next week. And if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed and your bell notifications are turned on. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.